think one of the key ones, though, that we're looking at right now is the competitiveness of the processed food sector. And given that processing in Canada draws nearly 40% of product from primary producers in agriculture, the two are really linked at the hip in terms of how they can succeed to create jobs, improve exports, and to add value to products. So it's how do we create a better agri-food sector?
Everybody made plans according to the railroad plan, and now everybody is 22% behind. There are over 50 ships waiting for grain on the West Coast, and those 50 ships represent about 50 million tons, and that is correspondingly the number of tons that the railroads are behind. And it's hurting the Western Canadian economy, not only in agriculture, but through the whole economy, whether it's coal or oil or lumber or steel, whatever commodity you want to talk about, they are behind. And maybe not the 22% behind that agriculture is, but everybody is behind. And that's costing the ag economy somewhere between $2 and $4 billion.
We're opposed of a total ban of neonics because it's a vital part of our production practices as far as grain. So it affects corn, soybeans, canola out west. It involves the fruit and veg industry and also affects probably every sector of grain cropping across Canada. So a total ban on the technology is not the answer to the bee health issue. There's other solutions that we're providing through research and through best farming practices.
I think we have a lack of vision in terms of really what the potential for this industry is. We tend to develop our policy in sort of 5-year segments, which are key to government, but really don't work for the industry. We really need to be thinking out 10, 20, 15, 20 years. And so I think there's a real need for us to develop a national food strategy, which will give us a short-term, medium-term, and long-term plan into the future. And then we can develop our policy around that strategy.
For the pork industry, we're traders. I mean, 60% of our product across the nation goes internationally to other markets, either the U.S. or a number of other countries. So obviously trade is absolutely a huge issue for us. And so, the new agreements that are coming in with respect to the European Union, the TPP, all those things are a great deal of interest to us. Probably with domestically right now, the issue of the day is herd health and the PED, and just making sure that we're doing biosecurity and doing everything we can to either prevent the disease from coming into the various provinces, into other herds, and or where they do have a few breaks right now, whether we can contain it.